Hey everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I wanted to do a tutorial for you on the look that I'm wearing today. And I've been wearing this look in lots of my videos over the past 2 months or so. So I haven't done a video or a tutorial in a really long time just because I'm not in the routine of doing them, and so they're just definitely a more difficult video to do and get the lighting right and, you know, get everything focused right. So this is actually the second time I've filmed this because the first time I was just zoomed way too close and I was out of the shot for some of it, so it was just kind of a mess. So hopefully this turns out okay. If you have any tips for me, let me know. But this look is honestly really simple. It uses a couple different shadows. They're all Mary Kay, ones that I featured in my favorites video in the past. I just love them. The shades are so beautiful. They're really pigmented and just give a gorgeous, warm fall look. And I say I've been wearing this look a lot, but not just like this all the time. I use these same colors all the time, but this is a pretty dark smoky eye, especially for me. Like, I wouldn't wear this to go out during the day. That's just me. But I wear these same colors, I just do it lighter. I don't pack them on quite so much to get that really metallic look. I just don't use the darker shades as much, and I just blend it out more. So it's a look that if this is looking a lot for you, you can use the same exact colors, get the same exact look, just a much more subtle version if you don't go so dark and so heavy with it. But I thought this was a fun look, and I just think this is a really fun fall smoky eye that's warm, and these colors look great. It really pulls out the green in my eyes because of the reddish in the shadows. But if you had blue eyes, the orangey tones in here would be so pretty. Brown eyes, I mean hazel, anything. I think this could work for anyone. So I think that's basically it. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to ask. But if you want to see how I did this look, keep watching. The first step is to prime my lid, and I am using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I just apply that with my finger. This is a really nice neutral yellow tone. So it's nice for, you know, I have yellow undertones in my skin, golden undertones, and when using warmer colors, it's just nice to have this color as a base. And then also I take it under my lash line here because we're going to be applying some shadows, and it's just really nice to have something for them to stick to, and then you don't have so much fallout. The first color I'm going to be using is Mary Kay in the color, all of these shadows are Mary Kay, in the color Copper Glow. Oh, just love this color. And I'm using the Sedona Lace EB11 brush, which is this kind of flat synthetic brush. And just gonna really pack that shadow on the brush and then pat that onto the middle part of my lid, not all the way into the inner corner and not all the way to the outer corner. And just lay a really nice base. And this brush is perfect for this shadow because you really get that nice metallic finish from it. It just really is a good brush for applying this type of a shadow. And then I have pretty hooded eyes, so when you look at me, or when I look straight ahead, you can't see a lot of my lid. So I'm gonna cheat this up just a little bit to make it look like my lid is a little bit deeper. So you can see here's where my actual crease is, but we're just gonna go a little bit higher than that. Next I'm going to take Amber Blaze, which is just a really nice ambery golden, very much a warm golden, which is perfect for blending with this look. Use the same brush and apply this on the inner corner and just kind of blend it in to cover up or overlap a little bit with the Copper Glow shade. Then, same brush. This brush is so nice for doing multiple different colors, just has a lot of different uses. This is the color Truffle, probably my favorite Mary Kay shade. It's just so unique. I don't have any other shades like this. So use the same brush, and then I'm gonna pat that into the outer corner. And I'll show you how easy this is then. Take the brush, and instead of now packing it on the side like this, or on the, you know, front of this, turn it on its side, and then you can kind of sweep up and look at how just that little turn gave me a perfect outer corner. Now I'm gonna blend it and everything, but it just makes it so easy. And then I'm also gonna take it and kind of use it to define the crease a little bit with that color. And I think I'm gonna go up just a tiny bit here But just pretty much, I mean, this shade is just so pretty when it's applied. You know, you pack it on a little bit so that you really get that beautiful finish. Now it's gonna look crazy, but we blended everything out. Next, I am going to take the Sedona Lace EB21. This is just kind of like a nice smudger brush. And I'll start out with the Amber Blaze and take that kind of under the eye here in the inner corner. You can connect it a little bit. I don't want too much of that. I don't want it too yellowy under there. Then moving on to Copper Glow and do that kind of in the middle, just like we did above, but just really smudge them out. I mean, you don't want it to look like, you know, 3 defined separate colors, but overlapping them, I just think gives a really pretty effect. And then finally Truffle, that shade, in the outer corner. Okay, next I am going to be using my Sigma pencil brush and the shade Espresso, just a really cool dark brown. And I'm gonna just use that on the outer corner just so that there's not so much shimmer on the outer corner. It'll help define that a little more so there's not so much light reflecting, but kind of just in the outer corner here, and then sweep it up just where we put Truffle in our upper crease here. And then maybe a little bit down below here too. Next, I'm gonna use my Sedona Lace EB13 brush. Just such a fabulous blending brush. And it's just clean, and I'm gonna just kind of take that to soften this out just a little bit, just to soften that edge. Then I'm going to take the Sedona Lace EB15 brush, favorite crease brush. Just makes your crease color such a breeze. This is the color Hazelnut, such a nice kind of middle of the road, neutral tan brown for blending. And just gonna use that to kind of bridge the difference here between that darkest shade we applied and the rest of our, you know, naked lid at this point, so that it's not such a defined line, and it's also matte, so it just helps, you know, tone it down a little bit. Next, I'm gonna go back to the EB13 and use the shade Sweet Cream. Whoop, there we go. This is a matte, creamy color. Love this for highlight because it's pretty translucent, so you can really blend with it. And so I'm not doing a really defined highlight. I'm just using this to put something so that it's not just naked skin above here. I don't love that look on me. You can just leave it. But then it also helps really blend out these shades. And I'm gonna take this, I know this is a giant brush, but I'm just gonna kind of put that in the inner corner a little bit too. And that keeps it from being so yellow down in there. But this shadow, it's just nice because it is so translucent, not too pigmented, so you really can get, you know, a nice transition and really blend it out nicely. So that is pretty much it for the eyeshadow look. If I'm looking here, it looks pretty even. Might clean it up a little bit here, and then I'm actually gonna take the pencil brush again, and with Espresso, I'm just gonna define this crease a tiny bit more, and maybe just kind of bring it to a point a little bit here. And then again, just kind of soften that out. And then that looks pretty even. So the next part, we're done with the shadows at this point, unless there's anything that I decide needs touched up later. The next thing is liner. You can use whatever kind of liner you want. Right now I've been really enjoying my Stila Smudge Pot. I just have a little one, and this is just in the color black. I have had this for so long. I don't use it a lot, but I mean, I've had this well over a year, and it is still so creamy. I don't know if I should have it that long, but I don't use it that often. But it's just, I can't believe how creamy it is. And I'm using the Sedona Lace EB23. Just my favorite, I've mentioned this before, my favorite liner brush. And I'm just going to kind of smudge this liner right into the lashes. Now, like I mentioned, I have hooded eyes, so I don't usually like to do too thick of a liner because then it really takes away precious lid real estate, which I don't have a lot of. So I try to do a thin line and really smudge it into the lashes. That's what, you know, makes your lashes look so thick. It just gives your, it just really makes your lashes look fuller once you put mascara on. And then I'll take, I don't have a lot on my brush right now, so I'll take it and blend it into the lower lash line here. Just really smudge it in. Sometimes I go for a waterline look, sometimes I don't. Usually I don't, because I think it's pretty harsh on me and really closes in my eyes. So I just kind of smudge this in to the lashes and focus it mainly on the outer corner because that's where I want it to be the darkest. For my wing, this brush is so nice for that. All I do is kind of follow along my lower lash line here, wing that out a little bit, and then connect it to the top. I don't always get them even. Sometimes they're down too low. Got to touch that one up a little bit. It's probably should come up a tiny bit, but I don't know. That's always something I struggle with. Getting them perfectly even, and sometimes I'll love one side and hate the other, and that's good enough for me. So that is it for the liner then. And moving along to mascara, I guess I'll show you that. Show you all of it. I'm using my Tweezerman eyelash curler. Love this. Love this lash curler. This was in my most recent favorites video, and I just kind of get at the base of the lash, just press a little bit, move out, press a little bit more, and then usually again. And then that gives a really nice curl to the lashes. So I'm using a ton of mascaras for this look, and I use multiple mascaras on a daily basis anyway, just because I feel like that's what gets the best lashes. This is Covergirl 24-hour Lash Blast, or the Lash Blast 24-hour. Love this because it's water resistant, so it keeps your lashes curled all day. So what I do is kind of lean back a little bit and really focus this at the base of my lashes. And I put this one on first because that water resistant quality in it is what's going to keep my lashes curled. So I don't worry about getting the tips of my lashes. Oh, dotted that to my eye there a little bit. I don't worry about getting the tips of my lashes because I'm pretty much only using this to kind of separate my lashes and then keep them curled. So that's all I put on of this first coat. Touched that to my eye, so now it's a little watery, but we'll keep going. All right, so the next mascara I'm going to use is the Diorshow Original Mascara in black. This mascara is expensive. It is definitely a splurge, but I have not found another mascara that I can build this kind of volume with. It's definitely a dry formula, can get a little clumpy, but I usually just use a spoolie and kind of feather them out then. But I just feel like I can just keep coating my lashes with this and really build volume. So then just, you know, go to the base and I kind of wiggle to separate them and coat every lash. And I kind of go down on them just a little bit so that the tips get covered. But I didn't do false lashes with this look because I feel like I can get a pretty, you know, pretty full lashes just with this mascara. I waited a little too long after the Lash Blast 24-hour to use this, so it's a little clumpier. I was trying to get a little mascara out of my eye. But if you do the second coat of mascara while the first coat is still just the tiniest bit, it hasn't, you know, completely dried, it works better usually. But so then I just take a clean spoolie brush and feather them out. If there are any clumps, I try and separate them. So that looks pretty good. Then for lower lashes, I use this every single day. This is the Clinique, the Bottom Lash Mascara. Love this. Don't even care about the little brush so much. I mean, it's nice and it's convenient, but this formula is so great because I don't have trouble getting it off at night, but it does not smudge at all on me. And I sometimes have trouble with that. You'll have the black marks at the end of the day, and that looks terrible. And so I never have that with this. Then I'm just gonna take this spoolie again and kind of go from underneath and comb them out a little bit. So that's the finished eye look. Pretty simple. Just blending a couple different shadows to get a really pretty, warm, fall, smoky eye look. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon. See everybody.